3 News Now this week.
Omaha native Simone Sanders has been named Senior Advisor and Chief Spokesperson for Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. The 30-year-old previously served as a Senior Advisor for Joe Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. The Creighton grad became the youngest press secretary working on a presidential campaign while working on U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders' then presidential bid. Simone's mother, Terry Sanders, is the publisher of the Omaha Star, Nebraska's only black-owned newspaper. Omaha will switch to a new solid waste collection system tomorrow. FCC Environmental Services will provide curbside collection of trash, yard waste, and recycling using covered carts and automated compressed natural gas-fueled trucks. FCC Environmental Services is taking over for waste management, which had been the city's trash hauler for a number of years. The city of Omaha agreed to a 10-year agreement with FCC Environmental last year that could be expanded as many as 10 additional years. The city said a day of collection will not change despite the change in providers.
Well, new tonight, the U.S. Department of Labor says United Holdings Group, which operates Peach Pizzeria, has resolved labor violations at locations in Omaha and in Scottsdale, Arizona. The company paid more than $93,000 to 55 employees in back wages to resolve violations of overtime requirements under the Fair Labor Standards Act. It also paid a $2,000 penalty for a child labor violation. The Department of Labor says an investigation found the company employed 15-year-olds to work past 7 p.m. and more than 3 hours on school days. It adds that Pitch also failed to keep records of all the hours employees worked.
And a popular local burger spot has reopened after a sale to new owners. Sinful Burger at 4005 Twin Creek Drive in Bellevue held a grand reopening on November 23rd. The establishment had been closed since October 27th. Former co-owner Jim Neering announced the restaurant's closure last month, but told 3 News Now at the time that, quote, maybe someone will come in and offer to buy the place to keep it going. A Facebook post with the new owners, Michael and Amanda Tripp, said that the recipes will remain the same and most of the crew had worked there will stay on.
Nebraska is one of the few remaining states not enforcing a statewide mask mandate. But if it were up to the White House Coronavirus Task Force, that mandate would have been in place back in August. 3 News Now reporter Jessica Edson tells us more about the recommendations Nebraska has been getting from the experts.
Throughout the pandemic, Governor Pete Ricketts has been asking Nebraskans to follow simple advice. Stay home when sick, social distance, and wear a mask.
Please, folks, continue to use the tools we've given you to slow the spread of the virus and remember to follow our rules.
As the state has struggled to control the spread of the coronavirus, it seems Ricketts himself has ignored the advice of White House experts. For months, the White House Coronavirus Task Force has been issuing a weekly report to Ricketts, breaking down the numbers and giving recommendations on how the state should be moving forward. Days after Omaha put in place a mask mandate, which Ricketts earlier had said he would sue the Douglas County Health Director over, the White House recommended that the mandate in both Lincoln and Omaha stay in place. Just a week later, on August 23rd, the task force suggested that every county with 20 or more cases be put under a mask mandate. The following month, on September 13th, the White House warned that a statewide mandate was needed. Without statewide mask requirements, Nebraska will continue to stay at high levels of community transmission in rural and urban areas. The next week, they said, ensuring mask utilization statewide will prevent unnecessary transmission and deaths in vulnerable communities. When asked why he did not follow the expert's suggestion 4 months ago, Ricketts said he was doing what was best for Nebraska.
We have directed health measures in place that, for example, require masks when you're going to be in a business that's closer, and you're going to be closer than 6 feet for 15 minutes or more. We have taken steps to limit gatherings and so forth. We are putting together a plan that is right for Nebraska.
Since September, the White House has emphasized the need for citizens to wear a mask, but is no longer suggesting a mask mandate. In last week's report to the governor, the White House did warn that Nebraska is in the red zone when it comes to cases, test positivity, and community transmission. Reporting in Omaha, Jessica Edson, 3 News Now.
Governor Ricketts is extending the directed health measures that were set to expire today until the end of the year to help address some of those issues.